What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Grind Force Gaming. Nova here with a brand new Street Fighter Duel video. And this time we are talking about the Nero fights in the Catastrophic Recast. So we're hopping into Explore right now. A lot of this is going to be dependent on your workbench and also just the basic, underlying level of your fighters and their gear and things like that and the vehicles. But overall, you just want to try to cater these cores to the fighters that you're using for this so that you make sure that you're going to get the most benefit for the fighters that you're using. So you could see me just changing one right there. And I'm using an interesting lineup here. I've got Bison, Bisangi, Fashion Blanca, which is pretty standard, I think, but then I'm using an A+ Abel, actually. The reasoning is because I just want his shield. My concern with this fight going into it was the Evil Ryu, because I don't want him nuking Bison. So my goal overall was just to try to get through the first combo chain, keep Bison alive so that I can keep Fashion Blanca behind him, and then I can just kind of let them do their thing because they're going to nuke someone. Okay, they're really powerful, and it could very well be that you just need to work on your workbench a little bit more. I definitely recommend focusing them to level 20, focus 1 to 20, then move to a new one to get that 1 to 20. But you can see that this composition worked. The shield did exactly what I wanted it to do. I don't need everyone to stay alive. You don't need to go through this, with no knockouts on your team, but it could expedite things. But overall, what we're really just hoping to do here is see an interrupt come through. We're hoping the shielding works. So you can see I put it into manual. Fashion Blanca goes off here. Here comes Abel. The shield's in, and Evil Ryu is not able to nuke Bison. I didn't land an interrupt, which is why you see Elena coming in here and knocking out Bisangi, but as we already know, it was totally fine. But I mean, this is one of those things that just works. It's a great pairing to use Abel, and he can be an A+ grade. I still use him in the campaign. Actually, I'm in chapter 34, I think, and I'm still using an A+ Abel to just make my way through. It allows me to more easily use the interrupt with Bisangi. It's blocking hits, so his grade, his stats have no bearing on his C1 skill. He's just putting up a shield that blocks 2 hits. That's the baseline of it. So it works extremely, extremely well. You can see it work here as well. So that's the first fight. I decided to go into the second fight as well. This one is easier. I beat it the first try. So I don't really have too much I can say on this battle right now. Without Sagat, it was just an easier thing to deal with. I thought that maybe it would be more difficult because Rose can be tough to take down sometimes, but I landed a really good interrupt here in the beginning. The shielding worked with Abel. I've still got everyone alive at this point in time. And, at this stage, I just have too much on my team still sitting there for them to even be able to do it. But it's tough. I mean, Nero heals up a lot. I actually was surprised I beat this one. I'm watching this back now and realizing I thought I was about to lose actually, but somehow the damage came through and I ended up winning. But the third fight, spoiler alert, is a lot more difficult. I give it a try here. You guys can see what the fight looks like, but it's not it's not possible yet. I think I need to work on my workbench a little bit more. I'm gonna need to get some more levels. Maybe in like a day or two I'll be able to beat it. But that's the thing with these fights is just because you can't beat it right now, it doesn't mean that it's too difficult or something. Like, just wait a day, level up your workbench more, and then eventually you'll just beat it without a problem. Like, if I waited another day of leveling, I'd probably just beat the first Nero with no issue whatsoever. This one's going to take a little bit more time. It's a tougher lineup. So please, guys, take a moment to throw a like on the video, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for the third fight. I will put that up very soon. Cheers.